Hey guys, I wanted to start by saying Happy Mother's Day to all of my moms, and those could be those that have children, those that have lost children, those that are trying for children, those that are her dog moms and cats, right? We all have our own definition of mother. So Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Wanted to get on and give you guys some updates of what's going on both in the fitness industry in Ohio as well as specifically here at Coca. From a statewide standpoint, we have agreed to be part of a larger lawsuit that has gone in 3 different counties across the state of Ohio that gyms were not given due process in closing them and the damage that's being done as a result. So those just got filed, I believe, on Friday. So we'll see. They're going to keep us updated as to what that means and what that brings with it. The other thing that finally has happened because we are making enough noise is that the governor has a task force starting tomorrow for gyms reopening, which is a great step. The industries that have been open took about 2 weeks to get to that open date. But at least they're talking to gyms about reopening gyms. So that's a huge, huge step in the right direction. And a lot of that has to do with the gym owners and members just making enough noise. So thank you for that. Again, throughout this whole thing, as I get updates, I'm giving them to you. And so that update came through first thing this morning. From Coca's standpoint, we are moving our murph to Saturday, July 4th. One, it will allow us some time to really put some dedicated effort into preparing for murph specifically. And we're hoping that we can have a little bit of a larger group by July 4th as well. That being said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the next 8 weeks, we're going to have murph prep pre-workout. So really focusing on building up some volume and some conditioning with certainly the first 3 weeks, the air squat, pull-up, push-up, and then we'll start to layer in some running options. And you'll see a divide in the programming, one for people that want to do it Cindy style, and then a divide to those people that want to try and do it straight through. So I'm super excited about that. Oh, I guess as excited as you can be about getting ready for murph. The other thing, we are constantly trying to figure out how to get everybody or as many people together as we can. And one of the things that we really weigh is this balance between, do we just say, fuck it and open and bring what that may, or do we stay closed and just do everything virtually? And I know that you guys are getting frustrated at home and the lack of motivation gets more and more every day. I get it, I understand that. So we have found a little bit of a loophole. It's one that we're going to keep off the radar, not because we're doing anything wrong, we just don't need a target on our back. But my parents, they live near Great Northern Mall in North Olmsted. They have a 20 by 20 pavilion, covered pavilion, so even if it's raining, we can still use it on the back of their property, so we can all park off of the road. It's behind their house. The neighbors are fed up with all the stay-at-home stuff as well. So it's an opportunity for us to get together, 8 people or less at a time. There's going to be a limited offering. I will be sending out some information on that, as well as some signups. I'm trying to figure out whether I should do it through Zoom or if I should just do it off of a Google Doc. I just want to make sure that from a legal standpoint, we're kind of following those rules. But if it becomes, right, they have private property, they are having friends over, it is not a Coca class, and so I'm trying to figure out if I can even use Coca's resources or not for that. But so we're gonna just do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, probably a Saturday, very limited offering, but it just gives us a chance to get out of our houses, to get with each other. We'll have social distancing, we'll have all the same cleaning protocols that we're gonna have at the gym, at their house. It's 100% outdoors, so from a confined air standpoint, there's no confined air because it's 100% outdoors. So I'm super excited. I've run it by a few people. It's not breaking any laws. It's not illegal. The only reason that I ask you guys to kind of keep it on the DL is that my parents are being gracious enough to open up their property, and we don't need to put a target on their back or our back. So it's just better for everybody if we keep it kind of in-house and quiet. But you'll get more information on that coming shortly this week. So those are my big updates. And moving forward, once we, I don't know what it's going to look like, but over the next week, I'm going to start putting together some options for goal setting and accountability for when we open. It's going to be an additional service where we will work with you kind of in a one-on-one type standpoint, not necessarily personal training. Again, I'm trying to figure out what that exactly looks like. But we know that many of you guys have goals, and what we have figured out over this closing is that accountability and somebody really harping on you to get to where you want to be is something that we can all benefit from. So we're going to have some package options coming out for some more goal setting, accountability stuff for you to specifically hit the goals that you are looking to reach. But yeah, so enjoy your Mother's Day. Turn off your phones. I've turned off mine, so I am off of the grid for the day. If you need anything, I'll be back on Monday.